What's up guys, I'm Newbie Dave and welcome to my very first weekend update. Let's get started. How's it going guys? So if you've been following my series, you may know that I've only been able to produce one episode a week due to time constraints. I've got a full-time job, I've got a family. I just don't have as much time to commit to making new episodes as I would like. But I also have a lot of ideas that don't really require a whole lot of time. So it's kind of a happy compromise. I've decided to start doing what I'm going to call weekend updates, which are just much smaller episodes in between the full episodes where I get either some house cleaning done or just some really small projects that aren't big enough to warrant their own episode. So today's going to be our very first weekend update. So last episode I worked on the iron farm, and I've done a little bit of landscaping and terraforming in between episodes to build a little path over here. I finished construction of the actual iron farm, which I'm really happy with. I think it gives it this sort of, I don't know, bad, evil, sort of not great things are going on in here vibe. Which, I mean, let's be honest, great things aren't going on in here. We're killing off a bunch of iron golems that exist to protect villagers. Now, my wife and kids were both horrified when they learned that this build kills all of the cats that spawn, and they implored me to try to fix that. So I did some playing around in creative mode, and I think I found a really good solution that still gets us the iron from the iron golems, but spares the cats. So that's going to be our weekend update today. So to start with, we need to get rid of all of these trapdoors. They're just going to get in the way. And I'm also going to remove one of these glass panes because obviously we need to get in there to remove the campfires. Now, cats are going to be falling down here and dying during this build, which isn't a pleasant sight or sound, so I will probably be muting the in-game audio for large portions of this video. Now this is going to be a little tricky because we need to get in and remove these hoppers and kind of lower everything a little bit, which is going to be very hard to do while iron golems are falling down and just standing here. So what I think I'm going to do to start with is just put some slabs in here to raise the floor where the iron golems land so that we can work below them. Alright, so that will give the iron golems a place to land, and then we can start working underneath. So we need to clear out all these hoppers because what we're going to do is lower the floor by 1 and then put some slabs down on top of that. That'll give the cats a place to land where they can safely get out while still allowing the iron golems to be in the lava and take damage. Okay, so I removed all the hoppers. I removed one level of the smooth stone that I used for the flooring in here. I'm also going to move the chest out one. Since the chest is going to be in the ground now, I don't want it to be directly under this lip here. So I'm going to end up putting the chest right here, which means I'm going to need another row of hoppers. So I'll put the chest down. And we're going to use a lot of smooth stone slabs for this build. Since the whole floor is done in smooth stones, the slabs will go really nicely with it. So I'll do 2 stone slabs in front here so it makes it easy to access our chest. And now we need to put the hoppers back in. So we'll put a hopper there and a hopper there. And we'll do 3 going this way, another 3 there, and these 3 will go into the middle ones. So now anything that falls onto any of these hoppers will end up in the chests. Now we're going to cover all of these hoppers with smooth stone slabs. This is very important for 2 reasons. One, it raises the floor just high enough that the iron golems will still be sticking up into the lava, but it also gives us a place to add some water for the cats to fall into, because as soon as they fall through that lava, they will be on fire and burning, and they need to be put out as soon as possible. So the stone slabs will give us a chance to do that. I'm also going to remove some of this black stone and the glass around this build, give us a little bit more space. And then I need to go all around these, the platform where all the hoppers are. with one more level of slabs. Okay, now we're going to waterlog all the slabs in the middle. Now, because these are slabs, the water is not going to flow, so we're going to have to come out and get more water after each delivery. Now, if we didn't have this circumference, if we didn't have this outline of slabs around it, then the water on these edge slabs would end up pouring out like that. So that's the purpose of the slabs around this thing. Alright, so I've got the whole central area waterlogged, so now we can remove these slabs that we put in place to work on the build. And you'll see anything that falls onto those slabs got sucked up by the hoppers underneath. There we go, there's our first rescue. So this cat fell through the lava, landed in the water, was immediately extinguished, and is now safe to run around. If we had done the water up in the original chamber, when I was playing around with this in creative mode, the cats would just bob up and down in the water and they would still end up hitting the lava and catching fire again. So this was the best way I could find of safely getting them out of there, was to lower everything by one. They'll fall through, land in the water, they'll be extinguished, and now they can run around. But as you can see, when the iron golems fall through, the slabs raise them up just high enough that their heads are still in the lava, so they still take damage, and they'll drop the iron when they die. So do a little bit more work just to kind of make this thing look nice. Put some blackstone stairs on each side here, upside down. We'll replace these corners with actual blackstone blocks, and then we'll put a blackstone wall on top. I think that gives it kind of a nice look there. And there we go. We have updated our iron farm to spare the cats while still getting the iron from the iron golems. It also has a little bit more of an open feel to it, which is kind of nice. And these cats, they can, I've got pressure plates to close the doors behind me. The cats can actually step on these and open the doors. So if they really want to, they can get out. Otherwise, they'll just kind of stay in here forever, which is fine. Cats are nice, they scare creepers off. And that's going to wrap things up for our very first weekend update. I realize this was a lot shorter than the normal episodes, but that's kind of the point. By just cranking something out short and simple like this, it allows me to give you guys an extra episode on the weekends to get you through the week until my next full episode. So let me know what you think about these weekend updates. I plan to continue them going forward. Sometimes it will just be kind of touching up a previous build like we did today. Sometimes it'll be a new, very quick build. Sometimes it might just be some housekeeping, some decorating, some landscaping, stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and please subscribe if you're enjoying the series so that you can get notified of future episodes as they're released. Thanks y'all, and have a great day.